With the fourth pick of the 2020 MLB draft, the Kansas City Royals select Asa Lacy, a left-handed pitcher from Texas A&M University. The Toronto Blue Jays have the next pick.
The top left-handed pitcher off the board, Asa the Ace Lacy. He's the highest draft pick in Texas A&M history. Destined to be an Aggie. He grew up in Texas, attended a bunch of their football and baseball games. High school coach, also played baseball at A&M for 4 years. Breakout season was his sophomore year, 2.13 ERA. He ranked in the top 10 in Division I baseball on opponent's average and K per 9. Off to an unbelievable start in 2020. He struck out 46 batters in 24 innings, gave up 2 runs on just 9 hits. He struck out 13 in his last outing against New Mexico, 7 no-hit innings. So Al, you were singing this kid's praises, and what was the separator for him? What was the one thing did he add something that turned him out to be the ace he was at A&M and now the 4th overall pick?
I think it elevated him to get to this status. He's a big guy, unlike what Max Meyer at 6 foot. This guy being 6'4" or better, he's developed and grown since he's been at Texas A&M. But it's the slider, Greg. He's improved. Listen, for a guy that's thrown with exceptional velocity as he's come up, he's been up to 97 miles an hour. I like big body guys that use their body. If you look here, he gets really the big muscles involved, gets a great finish, therefore a nice north-south. I did think of James Paxton, but I'm showing this in particular because of his stride length. A lot of the metrics now with respect to extension, well, the perceived velocity, 6'9", is unusually long. Therefore, the hitter doesn't see it as much, so he actually gains a mile on perceived velocity. But here, Nick Gonzalez will go off the board here shortly. This was an at-bat earlier this year, 97, 97. He goes some high cheese up there, 96 check swing. Really exceptional stuff. And again, I like the body usage. He's got the changeup. This was his pitch, fastball change as he got to Texas A&M. But this is a separator. Has a curveball as well, but this is an 87-mile-an-hour breaking ball. So if you look at what he's able to do with Lacy with respect to 94 to 97, he's got a plus-plus fastball, clearly good changeup, so he's got 2 different directions. I see why you would draft this guy, and clearly this guy's going to have a quick ascent to the big leagues. 5 of the Royals' last 6 first-round picks have been college pitchers, so they're stockpiling arms. Asa Lacy is the next off the board. He went 4th overall. Tim Corbin, Vandy's head coach, has been with us throughout the night. And Tim, you saw this guy up close. What are the Royals getting in the southpaw?
This is one of the best left-handed pitchers we've had in the SEC in the 18 years that I've been there, and we've had several. But this kid's a puncher. He's coming after you. He's very durable, as Al said, and Al's a good comp to this kid. It's a heavy fastball. It plays well up in the zone. The breaking ball is very much improved. If you talk to Rob Childress, his coach, he would tell you his fingers were behind the ball more, and he was getting good spin, horizontal, and depth to that pitch. But the other pitch is the changeup, and you know, looking at it from our vantage point, the change and the fastball, they match up pretty well. There's a tunneling effect to that changeup that's very effective. But I think with the size, the durability, and the mindset, I mean, this kid is very, very aggressive. He's a winning kid. Yeah, and I love the comp to Al Leiter. That actually plays. I remember watching Al Leiter pitch in the big leagues. It looks a lot like those mechanics. Well done, Tim. Yeah. Jim Callis, I'm looking at the farm system for the Royals. Obviously, last year's pick, Bobby Witt Jr., he's their top prospect. Then you got Brady Singer, Daniel Lynch, Jackson Coar. You're adding Lacy. The Royals have an MO now. They're stockpiling arms.
Yeah, they do. They used 3 first-round picks on college pitchers 2 years ago. Now they get Asa Lacy here at number 4. You know, best lefty in the draft. You know, second everything everybody else said. Very, very interesting pick, and adds to that stockpile of arms. Royals rebuilding project looks like it's coming along pretty nicely. Yeah, it's to see a Lacy go off the board here at number 4 is not surprising, but we